Well, hello, hello. This is Rosa, rcgkreations. How you doing? I'm bringing to you today. Ooh, I was chopping up some eggs for my garden, grinding them up. Made some sourdough bread. Turned out beautiful. At least I thought it did. I double batched it. Turned out okay. Took the top layer, you know how it overflows. And I cut the top layer out just to taste it after I took it out of the oven. It was so good. I went to go in to slice it after it totally cooled down. The center of all three pieces of dough. And I'll do some pop-up pictures because I was very upset. I didn't want to record that. So I got some photos and stuff of the center did not bake and all three of those loaves of bread. So I go, first I was just going to chunk it all, put it in garbage and just say forget it. Then I go, you know what, there's so much of this bread that is still salvageable. I go, you know what, I'm going to slice up and I'm going to show you what I did. I was able to slice this part of all three loaves. Went ahead and sliced it as close as possible. This is going to be mainly for snacks. The other part that did not cook, I put back into the bread bowl. Let me show you. I did it all three of them. So what I've done, I did it as I sliced twice, and you can see right here, look. See how I did not cook? So, and then I sliced everything else whatever was still kind of raw. It was raw just a little bit. I went ahead and put in here, tried to put it back kind of like a loaf. Okay, and yes, this was a major flop, but I'm turning a major flop into something that's still salvageable. I'm going to make these into croutons. So I went ahead and baked them back in the original recipe of 350 degrees. I did it for an extra, I believe it was 35 minutes. And this is what I got. This, of course, is a total waste. All this is going to go in the garbage. None of this is salvageable. Some of it might be. It's still kind of got the moistness because, of course, it's raw dough and it didn't bake. So this is all going in the garbage as far as I'm concerned. But this part, the reason of the video is just because this turned into a flop, it's not a total flop. Okay? Itchy nose. Now I'm going to slice this. Some of it's crunchy because some of it got the crunch baked. Okay, and just give me a minute. Kind of need hubby to help me here a little bit. Here's one of the little pieces. Okay, and they got all toasty, but it is so good. Because this is the part this is the over part when it puffs up over your baking bowl, you know, it puffs up. That's so good. Very sweet. So I'm going to turn these into croutons. I'm going to slice these up, put them on my dehydrator, let them dry up, and then I'm going to just label my jars croutons. Then when we get ready to put croutons on our salad, I'll drizzle just a little bit of olive oil over them, season them with some rosemary, thyme, parsley, whatever seasons whatever it is that we're eating with it, with our salad. As far as the main course is concerned, that way we have a variety of croutons. So, salvage whatever bread you do have. I'm going to put this all in here. This will be my container for my cubed. See, and all I'm going to do is cube it. If you don't have a dehydrator, that's okay. And it's always best to do this before the bread is really rock hard. But you can do it after it's rock hard. It's just more of a mess. But you can do it. You see the crunchy parts come into play? See how I'm struggling? Only because it's hard and I don't want to have a big mess, because you can pound it and then bam, but you'll have, ask me how I know, you'll have breadcrumbs everywhere. So I'm just going to chop this all up, put it in the dehydrator. I'm fortunate enough that I'm lucky that I have a dehydrator. For those who don't have a dehydrator, you can put this in the oven. I'll do a little pop-up of what temperature and what oven part of the oven. Basically all you're doing is putting the breadcrumbs on top of a cookie sheet, either on parchment or foil, whatever it is you have, or no, nothing else. You really don't need anything because this is just going to be dried breadcrumbs. All we're trying to do is take the moisture out of the breadcrumbs so they are nice and toasty. And this is my way of salvaging as much of this bread, because I used 12 cups of flour, and flour is not cheap right now, so I'm not going to waste all of this. I did end up having to throw away. I threw the other two away. About this size of the center of the bread, because I had I'll show a pop-up of the bread that I did in my other video. It's the same 3 silicone baking pans that I did, and that's what I'm going to save. So I'm going to bring you back once they're dehydrated, and we'll go to the next phase. Okay, we'll bring you back. Okay, we're back. I got 7 trays all set up. I'm going to go put this on the dehydrator at 135. They should be ready anywhere from 2 to 4 hours. I'll check it after 3 hours, and then we'll bring you back where I'm going to go ahead and just jar them. But I am going to do a small little batch. I'm going to bake them, grill them, and then we can do a little taste test. So we'll bring you back on that last phase, okay? Okay, second phase. We're all dried up. I got 4 jars over there. This is what you're left over. I'll just scoop this and take in the extra crumbs. Then all this is going to go in the trash. Now we're going to go get my cookie sheet, oil it, and season it. And then we're going to bake them for a really quick minute. I'll put a pop-up of the time frame and everything, because it's on my recipe. And then we'll bring you back to the next phase. And then we'll do the taste test. Okay, we're back. It's actually been several days later. But that's the one good thing about when you do dehydrating. There's no really time frame. So I ended up getting 3.5, almost 4 full quarts. So, as you can tell, you hear that? Nice and crunchy. And because it's just going to be me and hubby, what's nice is when you make your own croutons, you make them fresh. You make as much as you want, so you don't have a whole bunch of extra, because the croutons get soggy once they've got dressing on them. So you don't want to have too much. Sprinkle a little bit of salt. The oven's already baking. We have in the oven some Chesapeake sausage biscuits. And then we're going to have a salad to go with the dinner. I didn't make them. A friend of mine made them. These are some fresh basil. See the flowers and everything? They're edible. And just put some fresh ones between your hands. The aroma is phenomenal. Nothing can beat having fresh, out of your garden herbs. I'm just going to take out the little twigs. They're really nice and big, so you can see that. Okay. Man. Smell-o-vision, spare me! And now I've got some parsley flakes. I'm not putting any pepper in this, just because I don't want to. No reason, I just don't want to. And I've got myself some extra light virgin oil. This, you push this, it pours out, or you can spray it because this is croutons. I'm going to spray. Now I'm just going to incorporate the oil. In fact, let me get some oil in my hand. Oil. And they're gonna bake in the oven. I'm gonna go ahead and bake them in the 425 oven, but just because that's what my biscuits are at, and they're gonna be in the top rack. But they're only gonna sit in there maybe 3 to 5 minutes. I don't think they're gonna be at 5 minutes. And all you want to do is coat everything. Get all those seasonings, all those flavors in there. And you see how it's just a small batch because it's just enough for hubby and I and nobody else. Because it's just us two today, no one else. Okay. In the oven we go. We'll catch you in about 3 to 5 minutes. And we'll be able to do the taste test. Okay, we are back. Literally 2.5 minutes is all it took to toast these croutons. Yay! Time saver! Okay. Got me some fresh out of my garden kale. Iceberg lettuce from the grocery store. Let's stir that up a little bit. Catalina dressing. And this is just our local Kroger. No artificial flavors. Let's sprinkle some croutons. Ooh, nice and warm and toasty. Now, if you have any leftovers, let them totally cool, the whole thing, and then put them in a Ziploc baggie or an airtight container, and you can have them for another day. But I would not let them last more than 2 days because they're going to get yucky. So just FYI, letting you know. Let me put this on a heat pad because I'm waiting for my biscuits still to get done so we can enjoy our supper. But let's do the taste test of the croutons. Okay, let me show you one. See how the oil got the herb? See that right there? That's the herb. Yep. I dropped my crouton, but that's okay. Okay, come on. Here we go. You hear the crunch? This is my take. Dehydrating bread, saving it, dehydrate it, and make yourself some croutons. Thank you so much for watching. We'll get to the next video. Take care now. Bye-bye.